is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing another rebuild, but today we're going to be trading Jimmy Butler off the Timberwolves and doing a rebuild from there. So it seems to me that Jimmy Butler does not want to be on the Timberwolves past this season. He has declined an extension with them, which is kind of weird if you think about it, how the season will play out. You know, the Timberwolves know that, you know, Jimmy Butler did not want to sign long-term with you guys. How does that, you know, mess with you? Will Jimmy Butler eventually be traded this coming season? Maybe even in this off season? Probably not. But I mean, it is just a kind of weird thing that Jimmy Butler declined an extension. It tells you that there's something wrong with the Timberwolves. He doesn't want to play there long term. And obviously there is a rumor floating around about him and Kyrie teaming up together eventually in the Eastern Conference, and most of that is pointing towards the New York Knicks. So we're going to be doing this trade with the New York Knicks. They're going to be sending us their first round unprotected pick, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Frank Ntilikina. So Frank will be a project. Tim Hardaway will replace Jimmy Butler in the 2-guard position, and then hopefully we can add a nice prospect with the first pick in this upcoming draft. Obviously they decline. We're going to go ahead and make it go through, and now we just traded away Jimmy Butler. So now we have a different thing with the Timberwolves. So now it's going to be the Timberwolves are basically going to be flipping the switch. You know, when they traded for Jimmy Butler, it was kind of a win now move. But if they have to trade Jimmy Butler again, I mean, where do you go from there? It's like, oh wow, I mean, we just had to trade him, so what do we do now? But I do kind of want to look at the contract situation just to see how the contracts are looking. So we got Wiggins on here long term, and I mean long term. And then Karl Towns is coming up with an extension, which I have a feeling that the Timberwolves will be able to resign him. Jeff Teague has a player option coming up, which I could see him accepting that. Tim Hardaway Jr. is locked up now. Gorgui Dieng is locked up as well with the Timberwolves. So they kind of have this core of players that, you know, that could make the playoffs, but obviously when they get there, they're not going to probably do much. And then we have Frank Ntilikina now, who could eventually replace Jeff Teague at the point guard position whenever we are comfortable enough to do that. And then Derrick Rose will be coming off the bench still. And then there's Josh Okogie, who they drafted. And ignore the Vince Carter and Joel Anthony. You know, 2K just automatically filled out the roster. So Vince Carter won't be getting any minutes on this team. But what we got is Jeff Teague, Tim Hardaway Jr., Andrew Wiggins, Taj Gibson, Karl Towns, Derrick Rose, Frank Ntilikina, Anthony Tolliver, and Gorgui Dieng, and Tyus Jones has come off the bench as well. But I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to have Anthony Tolliver come off the bench or start next to Karl Towns, just because I think it fits a little bit better. Tolliver can shoot the 3-ball, so I think that would help this team out a little bit more as far as spacing. And then Derrick Rose is fine to come off the bench, but Frank Ntilikina, I think I'm going to go ahead and send him to the G League just so he can get a little bit better. And he'll become like a 3-and-D guy, you know, maybe start the point guard eventually, and then move Tyus Jones to the shooting guard. We're going to do that because he can hit the 3 better than Derrick Rose can, I believe. I think he's a little bit better of a 3-point shooter. Yes, he is. So let's see how the rotation's looking now. So we got Jeff Teague, Tim Hardaway. You know, we got Derrick Rose, Tyus Jones, Anthony Tolliver, and Gorgui Dieng. And then I'm going to also probably send Josh Okogie to the G League as well, just because there's no point. And then Justin Patton, I can go ahead and send 3 players to the G League, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to send, and there's, can I do one more? 4 players to the G League. All right, so I've never really done that before, but we got 4 players in the G League now. Other than that, I think like I said, I'm going to go ahead and make this back into a thing, and then Anthony Tolliver, but I'll probably have Tyus Jones, or 22, and then you're going to be 19, and then Taj Gibson will be 24, and then we'll have that. So that we'll do something like that. That's going to be the rotation. So we'll see how that goes for this season, and hopefully that this team can still make the playoffs, knowing that but I'm going to have Karl Towns as the first scoring option, then Wiggins. So we're going to do that. See how this team does, and hopefully, just hopefully, we're still in the playoffs. I'm sure we will be, but Jimmy Butler is gone now, and hopefully this team can still play well without him. At the end of the season, Karl Towns makes it on the All-NBA second team. Other than that, not much is going on, but you know, 2K is on its BS because they literally had us lose. They had us lose like 12 games in a row at one point. It was going well. We were like the 6th seed. You know, it was like that's probably where the Timberwolves might be if they maybe they lose Jimmy Butler, but like 12 L's in a row, just losing. Like, there's no way this team would just lose 12 in a row. That's just kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Anyway, Wiggins led the way with 22 points, which is what I love to see. That's absolutely awesome. And then Karl Towns with 21 points, and Tim Hardaway with 15.6 next to them. Derrick Rose with 13 off the bench. Jeff Teague got 12 as the starter. And Anthony Tolliver had 9. How about that 3-point percentage, though? He shot 32% from the field. I mean, he chipped in 9 as a starter, almost 10 points. Taj Gibson. So, not a bad team whatsoever, obviously. But we can get some more players around Wiggins and Karl-Anthony Towns. That would absolutely be, you know, just tremendous. So, let's just see if we can beat the Golden State Warriors in the first round. Obviously, probably not. But, you know, crazier things have happened. I've actually made it to the finals with the Atlanta Hawks at one point before. And we get eliminated 5, which is kind of what I expected. So I'm not really too worried about it, but it does suck. And the Knicks didn't make the playoffs with Jimmy Butler, so we're going to have a lottery pick, which is awesome. So, and the Spurs and the Bucks win the championship with Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, now, how'd the Knicks do? How'd the Knicks finish? They finished pretty bottom, 38-44. They were the 10th seed, so they had Trey Burke, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Knox, Kristaps, and they still didn't make the playoffs. That's kind of weird. How did Jimmy Butler do on that team? I mean, I'm sure, surely he led the way, right? And maybe Kristaps, Kevin Knox, Jimmy Butler only had 16. Kevin Knox's second had 21. If Kevin Knox has a season like that, there's no way he's not rookie of the year, right? I mean, he's impressing in summer league, that's for sure. Dirk Nowitzki retires, and you know, VC retires on Timberwolves, whatever. League meetings. What do we got? We got nothing. The draft lottery. We have the 13th pick. That kind of sucks. So we only have the 13th pick. I was kind of, you know, hoping to maybe get a top 10 pick. The Clippers have another pick of Detroit's. Is that true? Or is this just all kinds of messed up because it's a file? Yeah, it's probably just all kinds of messed up. But you know, what can you do? I mean, it's 2K18. That'll all be fixed in 2K19. But we have the 13th and the 28th pick via OKC. Do we have our own pick as well? It doesn't look like it. Via Minnesota, the Hawks had our pick. All right, so not too worried about it. We could have had 3 first-rounders. Tom Thibodeau, I'm actually going to fire him just because I think Tom Thibodeau could be a huge reason why some of those Timberwolves players are unhappy because he's been rumored. Not really rumored, but he's been talked about overplaying his guys and not giving his guys enough rest. So he's going to sign Michael Stauffer, I guess, and see, just go with that. But we have the 13th pick, like I said. Let me go ahead and turn trades back on. That way I can use these trades to my advantage whenever I need to. And let's see what we got. We got Wiggins under contract, Tim Hardaway, Gorgie Deng, and Josh Okogie. And as far as the cap holds, no, a lot of cap holds. So not really too worried about that right now. But we have the 13th and the 28th pick. I kind of want to get Tim Hardaway Jr. out of here, to be honest. If I could, that'd be great. Because I really don't want to pay him $18 million. Robert Covington and Landry Shamet for Tim Hardaway, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, starting point guard. Dennis Schroeder, Tim Hardaway. We get the 13th pick. The Hawks get Dennis Schroeder back, or the Hawks get we don't need a Dennis Schroeder. That's not what I want to do. Okay, Rudy Gobert, the 12th pick, and Willie Cauley-Stein, Will Barton, and a 13th pick. I mean, he's a little bit cheaper, but I don't know. I don't see them doing that. But it's whatever. We'll go ahead and just make the selections here in the NBA draft, and let's see who falls to us. So let's send to the next user pick. Of course, the 13th pick. Let's see who we can grab. We're going to snag someone, I hope. 13th pick, and we can get... We have 28 trade offers, so let me look at the 28 trade offers for the 13th pick. Landry Shamet, Dellavedova, Cristiano Felicio, Clarkson. We can move down and get Marshawn Brooks. Nah, not really worth it. And Tony Parker, Will Cauley-Stein, Luol Deng, Augustine, Ryan Brohoff, Joe Harris, Mason Plumlee, Ike Anabogu, Langston Galloway, Ryan Anderson, TJ Warren, Evan Turner. All right, you know what? I'm just going to make the selection here. And it looks like Zion Williamson was taken early. All right, choose prospect. Daniel Gafford is here. Quentin Grimes. Daniel Gafford. I might take Daniel Gafford just because I need a backup power forward. So, Daniel Gafford, welcome to the team. I'm not going to worry about the 28th pick. So, we got Daniel Gafford on the team now. I don't know how good he really is. I've never even really heard of the dude. Like I said, I haven't watched or paid attention to the 2019 draft class. Obviously, that year for college basketball has not started yet, so not too worried about it. But let's go ahead and see. Daniel Gafford, 76 overall. So, you know what? Pretty kind of a steal. DeAndre Hunter, I'll go ahead and sign you as well. Player options. Jeff Teague does accept his player option. Let's go ahead and accept both these guys and Justin Patton as well. And we're going to have a lot of young guns that could potentially come off the bench for us. So, got to pay attention to that. Karl-Anthony Towns, of course, I'm going to match any offer Karl-Anthony Towns gets. And then Tyus Jones potentially as well. No way I'm letting Karl-Anthony Towns walk. There's no way. So, other than that, let's see what we got out here. Kawhi Leonard is out here. Cap holds. You don't usually see that. Taj Gibson, you're going to go ahead and go bye-bye. Anthony Tolliver as well. Let's go ahead and just renounce you. And Derrick Rose, I probably won't be re-signing you, unfortunately. All right. Player contracts. We got negative 16 million cap space. But like I said, we're going to have a lot of young players that we could potentially put in the starting lineup. Plug in or off the bench. Like Justin Patton could potentially be a nice starting center. So that'll be nice. But Karl-Anthony Towns, we got to wait for him to get an offer. And I'm going to go ahead and match any offer Karl-Anthony Towns gets. But I don't think I'm going to be making any crazy moves this offseason. Maybe I'll trade Gorgie Dang away, potentially. I don't know if we can get rid of him at all. But if we can, Jeff Teague will resign for... No, absolutely not. I'm not giving you that much money. But I'm going to go ahead and see how this free agency goes. Of course, like I said, I'm going to be matching any offer. And I probably won't be bringing back Tyus Jones now I think about it. Just because Kogi and Tim Hardaway Jr. are here. But I'll see you guys when I have an update. Alright guys, with this trade, we're going to be sending Gorgie Dang, DeAndre Hunter for Cristiano Felicio and a lottery protected pick. So we get a first round pick and we get Cristiano Felicio. Get rid of Gorgie Dang's contract. I love our current roster. They want to throw me a first round pick for a 2020 top 3 protected. I mean, that's really stupid of you, but whatever, I guess. I'll go ahead and take it. I mean, usually I like to be realistic, but you know what? Since you want to throw me a dumb offer, I'll go ahead and accept it. But Felicio is just going to be sitting there. Probably won't be doing much at all. But I really need a power forward, like a starting power forward. I love, like, Gaffer. Not being able to hit the 3 ball is just kind of a turnoff. I don't want to start him. So let me go ahead and see if I can grab a stretch big out here to start. I just want a, like, simple stretch big. We got Thaddeus Young. I mean, maybe. Who could we get? Carmelo. He wants a minimum contract. That's crazy. I got him in the last video though, so I got him in the Nuggets video, so I'm not gonna get him again. I think that's just a little overkill. Aminu, I like Aminu, although I don't know if I can get him. 9.90 for. I'll try. Jeff Green, he's decent. Mike Scott. I want a guy I can start. Trey Lyles, that's probably not gonna be able to have. Jordan Bell, nah. Power forwards, Amir Johnson. Let me see if I can. If I can afford Aminu, possibly. Rudy Gay. Is he a power forward? I mean, he don't want that much money, though, so... 6.50 for 3 years, maybe. Karl-Anthony Towns is prepared to accept an offer from the Mavericks. Now, I can honestly, realistically see the Mavericks offering Karl-Anthony Towns a contract, but can't afford him, and I can't afford Rudy Gay either. What if I renounce, and I can't sign either of them? But, of course, #1 priority is getting Karl-Anthony Towns back, so... let's make sure that happens. But a stretch big still is a high priority. Jeff Green. I mean, maybe I can just get him. Mike Scott, potentially, for 1 season, maybe. Who else? DeMar Carroll. He can still hit the... Bielitsa, bring him back. I don't want to start him, though. Anthony Tolliver, I guess we could always bring him back. Jerome Martin. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see who. Jeff Green. Mike Scott. Who would I rather have? They're both veterans. I like Jeff Green a little bit better. But I'm just scared he was going to go down. Let's decline. So we get Karl-Anthony Towns and Jeff Green. So we'll go ahead and accept those two. Bring those two in. And just like that, I think we have our free agency. JJ Redick, Rudy Gay. Can't afford them. Can afford Rondo. But we don't need Rondo. Collison, Brogdon. Smart. I'm wondering when Marcus Smart's going to sign somewhere, by the way. I can't wait to see where he's going to go. I really don't want to see him go to the Kings because I just feel like, I don't know. Him on the Kings just sounds weird. But I think that's probably the place he's going to go because they have the cap space to give him a decent contract that the Celtics probably wouldn't match. And his cancer to the Pacers, or to the Cavaliers, never mind, not to the Pacers. Dotted line has been signed. Jeff Green is now part of Timberwolves Nation. Here we go. So I think that our starting lineup plus our bench is going to look good for sure. Jeff Green goes down to a 76 overall, and he's a D+ 3-point shooter now. So that doesn't really help me very much. But Patton, like I said, it's definitely going to be... and if Jeff Teague goes down, Frank Ntilikina might be the starting point guard. Jeff Teague might be coming off the bench, guys. Just saying. training camps, or I could potentially trade Jeff Teague. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the rotation's looking, and then I'll make my decision from there. Untapped potential. Maybe we can throw this at Frank, because I want him to be good, and at Wiggins. I want them to be fired up this season. So now let's see what we got. We have a very young team, but a team that can compete right now. So we got Frank, Hardaway, Wiggins, Gaffer, Towns, Teague, Okogie, J.R. Smith, Darius Miller, and Jeff Green. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I do not like this rotation. So let's chill out there for a second. J.R. Smith, not part of the not even Jeff Green is part of the rotation at this point, since we got this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and give him the minutes. Darius Miller, no. We just got too many vets. All right, so Jeff Green. I wanted to give Justin Patton some minutes as well, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work out. So whatever. The Tilakina, Hardaway, Teague will be coming off the bench. Josh Okogie. I love this team. I love the way it's looking. Like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and still go Towns and Wiggins as the scoring options. And then we'll see how everyone else goes. But let's see how this season goes. And hopefully 2K, gives us a little bit of a better record now that we have a better bench. So according to 2K, this team is one of the worst in the Western Conference. I don't know what I could have done to make this team. I don't know. Wow, I'm kind of shocked that I got that bad of a simulation. Like 2K definitely that was a terrible simulation. That's all there is to it. I mean, really, 27-55 for this team? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is a 27-55 team right here? No, not even close. So, I don't know, guys. I obviously didn't have a good day for 2K. Like, it's just the way it is, so I do thank you guys for clicking on and watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting close to 2.3K. We might already be there. I haven't checked in a while, but thank you guys. This is Crushables. Screw 2K, and I'm saying peace.